What is good, y'all? It's your G Game, man. It's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Detroit Tigers rebuild video, baby. And today we're going to go ahead and get closer to the end of the season here. We might get all the way through it. If y'all want to see if we go ahead and get to that so that the playoffs start next episode, go ahead and continue to watch all the way to the end, as well as hit the video with a like, subscribe if you're brand new to the Family Man Road to 1K. And I'm really proud of this team. Let me know down below if you guys think that this team is better than the team that we just won the World Series with. And so far, coming up on it, we're coming up on some huge milestones, getting more wins than we ever have in the series, coming up on 100 wins, coming up on closing out that Z next to our name to get the best record in the league. Right now at 90-49, we've easily clinched our division, but the Stros are right behind us with 83 wins. Best record in the whole league. Padres are behind us with 89, so we'll have to keep our eyes out for those two. And the Rays actually have 84 wins, so they're slightly better than the Astros right now. So we'll definitely have to go ahead and watch out for those. So we'll key in on that Astro series that we do have left to finish out the month. I wish we had to play the Rays again, but we won't get that opportunity to. Now here you see a great 15-2 victory against the White Sox, showing why we took the division. 17 hits as a squad. You see 3 hits from Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson, Vladimir Guerrero all getting 3. John Hayes actually having a 2 for a 5 day. I'm glad we brought him up, getting 2 ribbies today. Guerrero gets 4 more, gets a home run today too as well. Riley Green getting a home run. Looks like he got 2 RBIs to go with it. Keith Clemens 4 RBIs. Jackson Joe 5 innings, only 1 earned run. Not too bad. Just wish his stamina was a little bit better. But Matt Manning somehow getting the save for this one. I would think the game would have been well out of hand by that point. But 4 innings, 8 hits, 5 Ks for him too as well, getting his ERA below the 5 points. So looking like he's doing a little bit better, adjusting to his bullpen role. And then we're going to go ahead and try to get through this athletic series too, as well as we got guys coming off injuries. We have all season. Leo Franco is finally off injury, so he'll actually start to get some playing time up here at the major league level. And here in game 4, as we have at least a 4-game win streak, sweeping the first 3 games, we'll come into this last one down 3-0, where they want us to try to come back. I think the main goal actually is to get Keith Clemens a hit here, but we're going to go full game style here to just see if we can maybe bounce back in this game and go ahead and go for a clean 4-game sweep and really increase this win streak here that we got going to start off the month of September. I'll start with a little ground ball here as he fumbles it over at shortstop, and he'll go ahead and make it into first base. I think they reward him with a base hit on that one, no error. So that's a great way to start off. And then we get back-to-back base hits as Riley Green goes down the third base line, and it's first and second with 1 out, bringing the tying run to the plate. This offense has done way better than it did in the first half of the season. You see the September, look at playoff predictions, 95 wins for the Rays. They got us going 105-57. Stros at 96. Yankees, Blue Jays, and Rangers rounding up that wild card. But after those hits too, they're going to go ahead and pull their pitcher here. Try to bring in somebody else, maybe a fresh arm to shut this down, because with only 1 out, the time run will be at the plate. So they want to try to quiet us down as much as possible. So I don't blame them at all. So while they bring in this new pitcher, Zach Jackson, let's go look at these NL playoff predictions. They got the Phillies at 95-67. Brewers at 90-72. The Padres only at 101. So they do have us finishing with the best record in baseball by 4 games too. So we'll have to see if we can make that prediction correct. Is that's going to be a base hit that gets down in the outfield. A runner's going to go ahead and come around. Green's going to go over there to third base. Runners at corners off of Gleyber Torres' base hit, and we got 1 run back for us. Showing off a little bit of that better run scoring that we've got here. And then we're going to go ahead and move Torres. He's only got 49 speed. So bring in somebody like Drew Jones, who I always default to if him and Matt are both on the bench at the same time, just because Matt has more defensive flexibility. So if I need to do a defensive substitution, I can. But Drew Jones has more speed and better stealing. So I try to bring him in if possible. But it'll lead us to go to Fernando Gonzalez. As you see down below, Casey Moss hit 11 Ks and 1 earned run in the win that we had against the Athletics the other day. But Gonzalez gets a sac fly here to go ahead and bring across run number 2. If that throw is behind, it is. And they're standing up with ease. And just like that, it's a 1-run ball game. So time run will still be at the plate. But Harry Ford has an opportunity here to possibly go ahead and make this work. He's 0 for 3 on the day. That average is kind of low. So I just wanted to see if anybody on the bench was available. And actually, Andrew Vaughn is there. John Hayes can take over for the defensive possibilities. But Vaughn, despite having a bunch of errors, has way more homers, RBIs, better on base, better average. I thought this might be a little bit better of a matchup for us to try to go get this dub. In my mind, I envision a nice 2-run home run being pulled out over there in the left field. Let's see if we can do it. Zach Jackson pitching out. A steal attempt going for second base. Not in time as he's able to get in there. Drew Jones is safe, sliding in underneath the tag. Staying quiet this time at second base. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field. They'll settle underneath it and go ahead and catch it in, though. So first pitch he actually swings at ends up being the one that ends the ball game. So I don't know. Maybe bad decision. Maybe Harry Ford would have did the same. Who knows? But I wanted to give us the best position to possibly win that game. Let me know if you guys agree with that decision. But Jesus Luzardo on tap for the loss here today. We didn't get much offense there until the end of the ball game where I did most of the work for us. I think I got 3 of those 7 hits, all those runs. So offense was really quiet today. Another off day. But you can't expect them to come out and be good every day. We did just win 4 straight at the least. I got to see how we finished last month. And Leo Franco actually getting his first bit of work in. 2 2/3, only 2 hits, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Even though that strikeout per 9 rating is pretty low for him, I'm pretty sure he does get a lot of strikeouts at the AA level, AAA level, and now showing at the major league level that he can get strikeouts too, as well. As we step into this series against Arizona, getting closer to Houston as we're up now to 94 and 50. Still yet to get that Z by our name, as the Astros are staying pace behind us. Only 9, I'd say about 8.5 games back, 7, 9. So yeah, roughly about 8.5 games back for both them and the Rays. There's still, I think, about 12, 13 games left to finish the season out. So we're getting closer and closer to that 1 overall seed, which I guess doesn't really matter in the format now. As long as you get the top 2 seeds, you'll get that first round bye. But getting that 1 seed gets you home field advantage all the way up to the World Series. So that's what we're really shooting for. We want to win it in front of our home fans if possible. And here we got another chance to possibly walk this game off as Keith Clemens going against Andrew Chafin. One of our former relievers giving us a walk there. He might be trying to sell the game. You know, they always say he with us. Yeah, this boy might really be with us here today. As the 0-1 is nowhere close with that slider. Trying to bend it back door. It did not work. Gets a little bit of a better one here. This one works as a foul tip. Ford down the first baseline. The dive wasn't enough. Obviously only going to bring 1 around, but that'll tie the ball game up for us. It's now 4-4. They're going back to the bullpen and bringing in Luis Frias. 5.4 on ERA, though. I don't know if you want him coming in either. Still no outs here. And we got the top of our lineup coming up now. Morris Jones, already 2 for 4 on the day. Looking to make it a 3-hit day and really blow this game wide open for us. As he watches that one go outside. 1-2. Gets the ball right on the outside. Second baseman knocks it down. He's only able to get the 1 there now at first. If he had played it cleanly, probably would have been a double play, but the inning will still continue with only 1 out and now 2 in scoring position. Didn't even want to risk trying to go for the lead runner there at second, because you definitely weren't going to come back and get first then if you did that. So he was probably smart to just get 1 out there, as that's going to go past the shortstop's dive glove. And it'll be runners at the corners now, and we've blown it up in a little bit. 6-4 ball game leading to Vladimir Guerrero. And he'll take the first pitch he sees. 4-seamer in on the hands. Center field. That's a lot of speed by Harry Ford over at third base, as he will go in and get in there sliding behind the tag. 7-4 ball game. Are we done yet? Jace Jung is in the ball game here. Looks like he probably came in late to help out with a little defensive substitution, probably with a pinch runner here. And he does get a 4-seamer that gets out into the gap. That's going to get down and go up against the wall. We got a lot of speed by Akil Baddoo. So we got to go ahead and test that arm, as the throw's going to come into the cutoff man. No throw to the plate. 8-4 ball game now. And this was a game we were down 3-4. And just like that, we've got 5 unanswered here in this 9th inning. They still have Luis out there, just trying to get this last out and finish things up. Not able to find any of his pitches, even when it's in the strike zone. It's been hittable balls. Out of the strike zone, not even close to get us to chase. 2-2. That one was close enough to chase, but the catcher loses it. He'll have to throw down to first base to finish up the job, and he will. So just like that, I did have the bullpen warming up, but us getting a 4-run lead, it's not even a save situation. We'll save Jordan Romano's arm and let Matt Manning, who's apparently in the game, see if he can finish this one out. He's got 45 pitches through the day, make that 46 on that 0-2 strike. And he'll face off against 8, 9, and 1 here to go ahead and put away Arizona. Pops this one. Verling just out of his outstretched glove. So Baddoo's going to have to come play this one in shallow left. They'll get their leadoff runner on too as well. Dario Estrada will come up next. Still got a lot more hits they need to string together if they want to make this a ball game and make it interesting. Watches the slider in on the hands, though. That boy got caught frozen. The moment was too much for him. Jackson Holiday will be up next with his opportunity now to make this a ball game possibly. It's still only 1 out. Runners at first base. Chopped on the ground to Verling. We got a chance to go for 2 here. Jung to first. Got him! And there's the ball game for Detroit, man. Coming back down 3-4 in the 9th inning. We make it an 8-4 W. As plenty of offense scored in that rounds. I love hitting with this team. I love the lineup we got constructed. I love the guys we got coming off the bench and still able to make plays. 11 hits as a squad. Fernando Gonzalez, 3 for 4 on the day. A couple of 2 days for Morris and Akil up at the top. Vaughn hits his 24th home run. Gets his RBI total up to 89 with those ribbies. Guerrero's up to 110 RBIs. Badu's at 77. Torres is at 72. Even Morris Jones at the top is at 61. Gonzalez gets his 16th stolen base. And Jackson Joe, 5 innings, 7 hits, 7 Ks, 3 earned. A great start from him as we go ahead and look to push through this Arizona series. Lose game 2, but come back for game 3. We have a similar opportunity. This time around, nobody on base, but same pitcher, same situation. Down by 1. Andrew Chafin on the mound. And it's the middle of our order this time around. Guerrero, watching the first 2 pitches come across from his old teammate, works a 3-1 count now. As they're going to just go ahead and concede to walking him. Don't throw anything over the plate to where you can tie up the ball game with 1 swing. They'll just walk him over to first base. I come in to go get a pinch run. Looks like Matt Verlin is already in the game, so that makes it easy for me. Drew Jones will be coming in to go ahead and pinch run. Probably be taken out, though, to play defense if we need to go to that point. But now we got speed at first base for the tying run. Winning run is, or go-ahead run is at the plate. As Torres is 1 for 3 on the day. He chops one. The very first pitch he sees negates the move already to get the pinch runner. Should have just let Vladimir Guerrero in if that was going to happen. And then Riley Green gets one off the pitcher's foot. Will this be the final out of the game? As that's perfectly died down in between the two. Neither the pitcher or second base could get to that one in time. And it gives us a little bit of 2-out life. Vaughn. Over top of the sinker. 0-2. Tries to throw the same exact pitch, same exact location. Won't get the same exact result, though. But the 4-seamer will go ahead and finish it up as that one swung all the way through. That's the ball game for the Diamondbacks. And they actually win this series here. 2-1 as they win this last game 5-4. And Garrett Clevenger on the hook for the L. There's 3 runs given up in the 7th is not okay. 13 hits as a squad, but only 4 runs is not okay either. Thankfully, Morris Jones gets steal number 35. Keith Clemens error number 13. And Clevenger didn't even record a single out. Gave up a hit, 2 walks, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned. So I guess that's when the error happened, but still inexcusable. And entering the series with the Astros, they'll be at 89 wins. And we're still closing in on that 100 mark with 95 to go. 95 and 5 to go, I guess you could say. As we'll go ahead and focus in on this series here today, playing all 3 games. We'll start out with a player lock here this time around. And I want to focus in on this bottom half of the lineup because they've been actually playing very, very good and very clutch for us here in our dubs. As today, we'll start out with Fernando Gonzalez, the former Rookie of the Year last year. Our 4-hitter from a year ago has now moved his way down to the 7th spot. And despite being dropped down, has embraced the role and played great. Been around 270 almost all year. As you see, it's both stats for both teams. I want to get into this, though. 4.85 runs a game compared to their 5.2. And we still have almost 6 more wins than they do. It's been a great year for the pitching staff, and I can't believe how good they've played. But yeah, back to Fernando Gonzalez. He's been around 270, 260 as a career hitter. He had more homers and more home runs last year. Same amount of RBIs, roughly. Out of the 4th spot as he is in the 7th. That shows you how well we're hitting at the top of the lineup. That he's still able to get the same amount of RBIs. There's not enough fear behind him to spark more good pitches to get homers. But he's been killing those doubles. That's his 33rd of the year. And gives us an early chance to increase his lead. We're already up 2-0 by the time he gets to his first at bat. As that will just be a shallow pop-up from Keith Clemens. Second baseman will go ahead and take that one on. It'll be up to Harry Ford to try to score my mans around. Our former pitcher, Luis Severino, who we saw earlier this season. We'll have to see if he does get out of this inning, at least. He's already given up 2 runs. And Harry Ford's going to go for a triple here as the throw is going to come into the plate just to make sure it's not an inside the park homer. But it's already 3-0, scratched at 3-2 after our pitcher gives up a couple of runs here early. It's almost like he wanted to give those runs back. So it's a good thing Gonzalez got the double when he did. Coming into his third at bat of the game, we're down 3-0. As Gonzalez goes and pops this one out to left field again. Outside of that double, hasn't done too much today. There's a solo home run from Keith Clemens. Offense finally starting to show out a little bit as we get our 1 run back to get our lead. We'll go top of the 9th. Pete Fairbanks holds down the door. Bottom of the 8th. We have a chance here for Fernando Gonzalez. Let's go ahead and jump into the rest of this ball game and see if we can go ahead and close this one out and get a dub. So we'll go into full game mode here as Gonzalez goes in and swings through that one in on the hands. Gets another one and fouls this one off with Tom being a little bit more patient. But he does have another go-ahead run at first base. Froze upstairs. Great pitch, honestly, there by Tamarez. You can't even fault that. That was a high four-seamer where you couldn't really do anything with it unless you perfectly timed it up. But Keith Clemens gets one that he perfectly times up and takes it out to those bushes in the center field wall. By that Chevy fountain, that thing was long gone. 2-run home run, his 12th of the season, 444 feet to dead center. That ball was absolutely smacked. And because of that, we have a 6-3 ball game in which they'll go ahead and bring in another relief arm here. Jonathan Hernandez, 5 ERA this season is not looking too good. But we'll have a chance here to draw on a little bit more runs if we can get a 2-out rally going. Get some more guys on base. And Harry Ford is 3 for 3 today. Triple, 2 singles. And despite the 3 for 3 day, that shows you we're late in the season. It didn't help his average that much. He's still running around 250. And unfortunately, he was only able to get a strikeout there. But we're bringing in the sure-handed closer here, as he's been leading the league pretty much all season. And not just the AL, the league in saves this year around. Has quite a few amount of blown ones, but he's up there with 52 right now. 10 away from the MLB record. I don't know if he'll get to it, but it'll be interesting how close he does, as that's a strikeout there. And they'll bring up Alex Bregman here with 1 out as he chops that one on the ground. Gets another one upstairs that he chops back foul. And swings through the 2-seamer in on the kneecaps. And just like that, they're down to their final hope with Rhys Hoskins. And one thing I love about Jordan Romano is his stuff goes in quick. His long release is kind of wonky and funny, but I mean, shoot, it works, and the slider breaks great. And he's been a solid out for us here. As they go there and say that he didn't go around on that first one, gets the slider to be called that time around, but watches that 4-seamer low. That boy did not want to take that bat off his shoulder at all, and it paid off for him. As Pete Crow Armstrong will probably try to take the same route here as he gets fooled there on the 2-seamer, puts it right back on his shoulder for that 4-seamer. Called by the home plate, down to their final strike in this ball game as he swings through the 4-seam heat there. And that'll be save number 53. 9 away from that MLB record if he can get it. But we get the team win here, 6-3. That gives us 96 wins on the season. And you know we're trying to lock up this first seed over them, as they're trying to lock up the second seed too as well. They're trying to get a first-round bye as well. As it looks like Leo Franco actually gets credited for the dub here, coming in yet again. 10 hits as a squad, 2 for Keith, 3 for Harry Ford. Torres gets his 21st home run. Keith Clemens gets home runs 11 and 12 to get up to RBIs number 38. And Torres gets up to RBI number 74. As Casey Mize is the one that kind of gave up those runs early, but 6 innings, 3 Ks. Not a terrible start. We wish we would get more strikeouts from him. But Franco, 1 inning, 1 strikeout. Once again, shutting the door there. Fairbanks, 33rd hold. Bullpen actually looked good that day. And you can see what happens when the team's firing on all cylinders. Even when the offense isn't, like dominant. We're still getting our dubs. When the bullpen shuts the door, even behind an okay start, we can still get these victories. And then we come back in game 2 here. Wanted to highlight somebody else on the bottom half of the lineup that we didn't think would be this low, but is embracing his role. And that's Andrew Vaughn, as he goes and rolls here into what looks like a double play, as he's able to beat it out at first. Great slide there to distract him. But once again, I thought he was going to be our 4-hitter for sure, or at least the 5. He's actually dropped down to the 6. Just having the average that was not what I expected it to be. But, I mean, he's hitting around 270 now, 25 homers, 91 RBIs. And all that started happening when we dropped him to the 6th spot. We had him batting 4 and 5. He was batting around 230. The home runs weren't there. The RBIs weren't coming in. And the second we started to drop him lower, everything raised up. So you would think, hey, let's raise him back in the lineup. No, he's only been doing this good because of his spot in the lineup. So he's going to stay right here at this 6th spot. And even here today, we've done just enough offensively to get this lead 2-1 here. Although he's been quiet 0 for 3. He's got a chance here to get something good going. So that's going to be a line drive into the outfield. It'll get down for his first base hit, a 1 for 4 day. And the runner's going to go ahead and take his way all the way over to third. So I think that is Gleyber Torres. And we're in this full game style now. And Gonzalez back to being kind of quiet, popping the first pitch he sees up to the catcher. But we'll go right back to the sure-handed closer, going for save number 54. And imagine if he had not had any blowns. He'd be coming in real close on that MLB record. This would be save attempt number 60 if he had been perfect on the year. So whoever holding that record, I think it's Francisco Rodriguez for the Angels back in when was that? 2009, I think? When he dropped 62 saves, that is a error there as Jones. Why is Drew Jones playing first base? Go ahead and put Spencer Torkelson over there. I guess I forgot to check the defense and see if anybody got changed in for pinch runners and stuff. But he better be glad, though, that my boy Jordan Romano isn't perfect this season, because he'll be coming for that record as he gets a strikeout there to get the first out in this inning. And it's Joe Perez here. A double play ball would be great so we don't have to see the top of this lineup. But he's got more strikeout stuff than ground ball stuff as we come back with another slider there that he swings all the way through. And we'll be going against Pete Crow Armstrong. Down to his final strike here today to see if we can get this dub yet again. 2-2. Popped up. Badu gets on his horse to run and chase that one down and gets it with his outstretched glove. 2-1 victory here for the Tigers. If that had got down, that might have tied up the game. So we're glad he made that play. But we're able to walk out of here with another dub. That'll be 2-0 in the series. 97 wins on the season. And hopefully we're coming into closing out that 1 seed now. As you see, 3 hits there from Guerrero, 2 from Badu, 3 from Torres, 2 from Clemens. And yeah, I was right. They did pinch run for Guerrero there in the 8th inning. So that's why he wasn't in. But third triple, 32nd double. It looks like he was a home run away from the cycle then. Hitting a double, triple, and a base hit. And Luzardo, 7 innings, 3 walks, 6 Ks, 1 earned run gives us a phenomenal start. But it actually takes us to not only a important game 3 where we can sweep, but actually the game of the week. Here against the Tigers and Astros, the 2 best teams looking like, at least in the American League. As Jackson Jobe will be on the mound here today. 15 starts this season, but 16-6 record, 3.05 ERA. Did great work coming out of the long relief role for the start of the year, and has done great in his starter role ever since we moved him over. And today we're going to look for a clutch start from him here today as he goes up against this Astros lineup. Jose Altuve, the first man that he will see, getting them confused already off the first 2. Chop this one on the ground as Clemens will come over and make what looks like an easy play over to first base. And they're going to say he didn't get there. They're going to say that wasn't in time. Now they're giving me a chance to possibly challenge it. So hold on, y'all. Let me go talk to coach real quick. Hey, what do you see down there? You looking right now? Okay. Do it. Go for it. Okay, better. Hey, yeah. He said go for it. We give the thumbs up of approval to go ahead and challenge that call in the field. As I'm sure you guys saw there. We'll see a couple more slow motion angles. He definitely did not have his foot down on the bag when that ball was in glove. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, after the play, I kind of went through it kind of quick, just kind of, getting out of the replay. But apparently Keith Clemens injured himself on that throw. Maybe that's why it was so slow. So already having to bring in Jace Jung I don't know what is up with his durability, but Keith Clemens has missed so much time this season. It's been crazy. Jace Jung has had to kind of step up in almost a starter shortstop role without even knowing that he was going to. From AAA to starting shortstop for at least half the season with how much Keith Clemens has been going in and out. And they've been little short injuries too as well. None of them too serious. Just a little 2 weeks, 3 weeks, couple of days. And it's always been his abs. That boy needed to stretch his midsection a little bit more, I guess. Apparently, been with the wife too much, and you can see the results of it. That boy's been out every other week. But we go down pretty soundly there, 1, 2, 3. And it'll be time for our bats to come up against Lennox McCullers Jr., who's had a pretty good season. But we're going to look to try to get the drop on him here today and get these bats moving. As Morris Jones will lead us off with that 291 average. Looks like he might be scared of him throwing that thing up by the eyeballs. Gets the circle change on the outside. Not going to be able to do much with it, though, as that's a great play. Better hurry and make that throw, though, because there's a lot of speed going down the line. As Akil Badu will come in right behind him, batting .316 of this 2 spot. He's been great at this 2 role. And you would think that with his stats too, he'd probably be like a leadoff guy. But I mean, since we got somebody with more speed and about the same amount of contact, it allows him to play out of the 2 spot. I think he benefits from that a little bit more. As you've seen, he's been consistently hitting around 300 the past 2-3 seasons now, hitting in that spot. And then especially when you got Guerrero behind you, you're going to get some pitches to hit because they're going to want to try to get you out before he has to step into the plate. But they get us down 1-2-3 exactly the same way that we did. So we'll have to continue this in the 2nd inning going against O'Neal Cruz, who we will just go ahead and walk and concede that one too. They're not going to lay one in over the plate to him. His Job stuff is looking pretty strong today, at least with that curveball. As you can see there, he's tied with Hunter Brown, who's also on the Stros, with most wins this season with 16. Jesus Luzardo's on that list too as well with 15. And we'll see who kind of comes out on the top with the most wins this season, as that's going to get down and bounce up against the wall. There's 99 speed coming around first base, so he's going to score easily, as that'll just be an RBI double. Shoot, with 99 speed, he might have been able to hit it inside the park home run off a pitch like that. Jeremy Pena will come in next. Chance to keep this rally going if possible with the 1-2. He'll fly this one out to Green. And Green does have a strong arm out there. So we'll see that if they test it, they will. Throw's going to come into third base and be offline. Not able to make anything shake with that one. So they will go ahead and at least have a runner at third with 1 out. Now, any kind of sacrifice hit will make this a 2-0 ball game if Rhys Hoskins can be clutch. 1-2 from Job. Lines us on the ground to John. That's too deep in the hole to be able to do anything with. We'll concede and get the out, but it will be a 2-0 ball game for Houston. As now we'll have to look for our bats to get back right, and we look for Job to get back right too as well. Can he calm himself down here? 30 pitches already through only an inning and 2/3. As he gets Pedro Leon to swing through that 1-0-2, swinging through the other 4-seamer as well, and just like that, we'll go back to our bats and actually skip ahead a little bit here as we go bottom of the 5th now. Still have yet to see any offense going through. Only 3 hits as a team and make that 4 as Vaughn finally gets us a leadoff base hit here. Maybe a chance to get some runs finally off Lance here, as he's been wheeling and dealing all day. The pitch count is low. Gonzalez, though, lines that one back up the middle. That's an easy back-to-back base hit start to the inning. And finally, maybe some offense is getting to work here. Jace Jung up next. He's 1 for 1 already on the day anyway. And he's patient to even the count up 2-2. Watching it go full. 3-2. Harry Ford is on deck. 251 this season. A lot of speed. He's throwing a lot of sliders. 4-seamers have been way off the plate. So what can we expect here? Yet another slider down low, and he swings over the top. Not able to make it happen, and it'll be Harry Ford to come up next. He's already got 2 strikes as well. Chopping this one on the ground right to first base. They'll make the throw over to second for 1. Back to first for the double play, and just like that, the leadoff base hits did not amount to anything. And this offense is still yet to produce any type of offense to make us go anywhere with this. As we've left 5 people on base, that's all 5 of our hits. Nobody's come across. Nobody's been left on, as that's going to be a chopper over to first base. Easy play. And can Guerrero get something going here? 67 pitches through this point. Pitch 68 will be the strikeout that goes and assists Guerrero down. 6 innings strong. Still nothing given up. We're going to the 7th here. We don't even need to look at the pitching because they've been just as quiet on their end too as well since that 2-run inning. But if we can't get offense going, it's going to be even no need to worry about what the pitching staff is doing. So we got Andrew Vaughn, 1 for 2 on the day. Can he get another base hit like he did earlier? Back-to-back base hits. This time around will be clutch for us. We're already at first, and Riley Green swings over the top of the slider, though. 1-1 from Lance McCullers, who is still in this ball game, too, as well. Going for, looks like a complete game shutout, possibly. If we can't get any hits across, and that's another slider confusing. It looks like it's a little bit higher than it is, but that thing is lower than the dirt. And after getting a strikeout, I don't even think he's at 80 pitches. They're going to actually pull Lance McCullers. He's had us off balance all day. This might be the break that we need. Bringing in a bullpen arm here. It's Devin Williams. 3.79 ERA. 2.79 average against righties. 25 saves, 32 opportunities. Is this their closer? Are they bringing in their closer here to finish out the 7th? 2 outs. Runner at first, so Fernando Gonzalez will get the first look, and The first thing he does is take the first pitch, which he's notorious for doing, and popping it straight up. We'll finally go back and look at our pitchers. We have Jordan Hicks in the game now as we moved out Jackson Jobe. And I've been letting Hicks get the past couple of innings here as he goes over there. And you see Romano extending that save total up to 54. 8 away from that record. It doesn't look like he'll get a chance to do it here, though, if we can't get no O. As the pitching staff still looking strong. As they finally get a base hit off Jordan Hicks here. That's Luis Gonzalez on the evened up 2-2 count, getting it right up the middle. And they'll bring up the heart of the order here, Yordan Alvarez. First pitch he sees will be that good sinker that Jordan is known for throwing. Very confident with it. Very confident we can get a ball on the ground if he does make contact. So we'll keep trying to use it here. Come to the slider on the ground right in between the feet of Jordan Hicks. And that'll be back-to-back base hits as Jones comes in and grabs it. Keeping the runner from advancing to third base. But Jordan Hicks finally giving up back-to-back hits. We'll see if he can get us through this 8th inning. I don't think he's tired just yet. He has thrown 31 pitches, though, so he's probably getting there. As we get back-to-back sinkers over the plate. 2-2. In on the hands. That's back up the middle. Jones is going to have to come in for this one quick. The throw is going to come into the plate. Ford gets it. Dives, but well late. As he came up to go grab that one. So a third run will come across, and we'll go back to our bullpen as well. Just bringing Garrett Clevenger. At this point, I just wanted to get his ERA down because we're already down 3-0. Not that I've conceded the game or anything, but we basically kind of conceded the game. The offense has been off balance all day. With only 6 outs left remaining, thankfully we get that strikeout. We have to find a way to pull across 3 runs. Now, we've done it before. Not necessarily coming down from 3-0. But if you remember early in this video, we were down, 4-3. And answer right back to go 8-4 victory. So we can go score 5 runs real quick and make this a save possibility. But with 2 outs, Jones needs to get a 2-out rally going here. We can't have any mistakes. And that's exactly what we get on a 4-seamer about stomach high. It goes straight to the left field for the catch. Going back to Garrett Clevenger, just seeing if he can keep this a 3-1 ball game for us here in the bottom half. He'll get the first strikeout that he needs off Pena. Get Reese Hoskins on the 0-1 to pop this one in the short, shallow right field. But that'll be a base hit. Maybe they're going to try to get some more runs across here, really put this game away, as Leon will have to come up and do just that. But he'll take the first pitch he sees and take it to Jones for out number 2. And I'll be up to Chadwick Trump, the 9-hitter, to see if he can get this and turn it back over to the top of the lineup. And it'll be up to Clevenger to see if we can go ahead and end this game without having to see the top of the lineup for a 5th time today. As he will go ahead and do just that with the strikeout there on the slider. So it'll be up to Jose Alvarado, their actual closer, I guess, here. 34 saves, 41 opportunities. Still behind where our closer is, but today he'll get a chance to get a step closer with Akil Baddoo coming up the bat. 0 for 3 on the day. The top of the lineup has really kind of let us down here, as we could really use any type of offense, any type of breaks, something. Can we get anything going? As he swings through that 4-seamer upstairs for the first out of the 9th inning. We're down to our last 2. We'll need something to get going here as Vladimir Guerrero swings through the first 4-seamer. Takes the next pitch he sees, though, right up the middle. As that'll be knocked down by the second baseman. Throw will go over, not in time. Just enough speed there as Vladimir Guerrero was trucking down that first base line. Making it over for a base hit. Gleyber Torres up next. And we'll need him to do something here. He's got a 2-2 count. Swings through the cutter upstairs. And that'll put us in a situation where we're down to our final batter in this Riley Green. Pops the 0-1-0 count up. That looks like it's shallow center field. And the second baseman will not be able to get it. I thought that was going to be the play to end the ball game. But instead, it's going to allow us to score a run across and get in for a triple. RBI triple by Riley Green. I was just sending everybody around because I thought it was going to be the final out. So thank goodness. And because of that aggressiveness, we'll have another runner at third. They're bringing in Alex Reyes. I mean, Tyron will still be at the plate. I don't know if I would have pulled my closer just because of that one. Because, I mean, that was purely luck. I think we can all agree that the second baseman missed that one. So the fact that they gave it a triple and not an error is shocking to me. But Tyron will still be at the plate for Alex Reyes. It's looking like he's struggling to find the zone here. 2-0. Slider upstairs, perfectly timed up. Can that one get back and over the wall? It will be outside the outstretched glove of the center fielder. If he pulled it just a little bit more, he probably would have had the home run that tied the ball game. Instead, he's going for third base and will slide in under the tag for the RBI triple. Back-to-back RBI triples in the game. His second of the season puts us down one more run, and it's up to Fernando Gonzalez. Can you please be clutch one more time for us? Dial back that Rookie of the Year clutchness. Chopped on the ground at second base. He couldn't dial it up. Throw goes over, and they got him. Ball game is over. They avoid the series sweep and avoid losing that #1 overall seed to us just yet, holding it off for another day. As we get the L here, Joe, decent start, just no offense here today. 9 hits as a squad, 2 coming from Torres, Green, and Vaughn out of the 4, 5, and 6, but wasn't enough for us to go ahead and push across any more runs. Vaughn closing in on 100 RBIs though with his 92nd, as well as getting his 25th error today too as well. Jackson Jobe, 6 innings, only 2 earned, 9 Ks, so a great start from him. Hicks went 1 2/3, gave up an earned, and Clevenger finished it out for us. Great job not to give up any earned runs further. But it'll at least set us up here where we're coming near the end of the season. And I actually, with Leo Franco being okay, I want to get in a full game with him. I want to get in a start with him, so we're going to have him do a spot start here against Minnesota. I mean, we've already locked the division, so it doesn't matter. I want to get him in for Casey Mize. Just get one quick start in because Casey's not, going for any like leads or anything like that. He was the only pitcher that wasn't, so we'll get him in to start there. Getting our 97th win. You see the Padres actually clinch a playoff spot now with their 95th win too as well. So we're still in the league for the best record in the league. Looking like we can get that #1 seed. But next time out, we will actually focus on that full game and finish up the rest of the season, man. We're not going to go ahead and finish it up today. I do want to get that full game with Leo to see what he can do. Because who knows? Maybe we'll do another season of this one. And maybe Leo will be called up and crack the starting lineup if he can produce very well for us. So I want to see what he can do against, obviously, a weaker team. His only options, if I was going to place him with Casey Mize, were either the Twins or the Brewers. The Brewers have like 86, 87 wins and they're a playoff team. Or I can let them go against the Twins who have 64. So as your first start coming up into the league, let's get you against a team that's not as high level and see what you can do. So if you guys are ready for that start, man, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been your boy GM Smooth, aka SGG, the king of games. SmooveGotGame. And I'm out for the day. Next episode will be the end of the season stats and getting us into the postseason. So I'll catch y'all there, man. Later.